the dream that I had yesterday, trying to connect that to what is actually going on Facebook. So, hello. The dream that I had was answering a question that I had asked before I went to sleep. The question was, how come and why the suffering? How come and why are we going through this? You know, why are we getting sick of Earth? Why are we getting tired? You know, why aren't people listening to us? Like, what are we supposed to do? You know, because we're not just here just to shoot the breeze, but free will kind of allows us to shoot the breeze a little bit. But then with free will comes a little bit of suffering. Then you got guilty conscience and all this stuff going on. So there essentially is no free will, technically. You know? It's just the choice of doing the right thing. So I think free choice is probably the better word. Will is a contract. And so the dream that I had basically was showing me a conversation. I don't know who they are, but this always happens where I'm snooping on their conversation, like at a corporate table. But it's instead of a corporate table, it's pillars. And I'm always looking around, you know, a pillar. And I hear these conversations. And then all of a sudden they go, oh no, Aaron's here. And then, you know, I don't know how I do it, but for some odd reason, they've allowed me to hear this much. And it is the people of Earth. They call us United Ones. That's how they address us, United Ones. They don't say brothers and sisters, like in truth. The sun's rising behind me, by the way. Both of them. They don't say, like, I don't know, when I hear these messages from other channels, they go, greetings, brothers and sisters. And I'm like, they don't, every address is usually the same. And they always usually would refer us. I'm not saying that I'm right all the time, but it's just how I've never been greeted that way before. I've never heard United Ones. You know, I guess that's just where we're going. But we're already doing the work because we came here on SOS, right? If the beginning of our star seed, indigo, rainbow child journey was coming here, we're already doing what we're supposed to do. We're consuming the air. We're putting CO2. We're like an air purifier for the Earth. Here goes my confirmation. Being here, using up the airspace. You know, even when we go shadooby doobies in the toilet. You know, we're basically purging and consuming, and we're putting back out. It's kind of weird to say this, but it's just the more that things are produced, the more we have to purge. All the chemicals that are created. This is just in my dream vision, okay? This is, I don't know if it's real or not. But, you know, all the chemicals... basically, I think everything is being used until it runs out. If that's the way that I can perceive or interpret my dream vision. It was very in-depth. It just went down to everything, like until everything is completely used up. But the way that everyone reads it is, well, Revelation said that, you know, there would be pestilence and famines, but that's the way it's supposed to go, because we're just here to consume and utilize everything. All the energy, there's like our bodies, our digestive system is very strong. Our immune system is very strong. There's nothing like our immune system. Animals don't even have immune systems like us. Even the electric work that we do. When we give hugs and, knowledge and science and all that research, things that we're using a lot of everything that hasn't been essentially done before in history of humankind. We just don't see it that way because we're just all distracted by stupidity and, arguing over who's right or wrong. But that's essentially what the message was about. There might be somebody who might think they're trying their hardest to be a good person. They just don't know what their purpose is, their calling. But even when you sneeze, like mucus in the air, when you sneeze, you guys don't really know. It's not like germs in a sense. We're told it's germs. But putting out microorganisms from a human body only helps sanitize the harmful pollutants that are outside of the human body. Emissions from the car, smog, things like that. So we've been so pulled out of what our truth is, our own bodies. It's a lot of stuff. I was even getting I want to lightly touch on this because I don't want to disappear. But there's something about Moloch and the Babylon god, who was the bull. And there's a connection to people when they worship the bull. Why did they worship the bull? That's the question no one asked. And even what's her name? The Virgin Mary. They talked about her having an incarnation of. It was before the Black Madonna. There was like this bull gypsy. I can't think of it, but it's kind of absurd, but at the same time it makes a lot of sense. They said that in a past life before she was the Virgin Mary, she had bull horns and she had a little belly dance gypsy outfit. I think they call that the Black Madonna. Anyway, the Black Madonna is Ethiopian, by the way. I know my history. There's also this theory of Satan having horns. I was like, oh, put it all together. Follow me. So what if I told you that the only antibody, allegedly, that could help the human race, I don't want to say too much. The only antibodies that can assist, or let's just say there's one character with horns that can convert someone into dark or evil or demonic. There is one essential source of vitamin that can help melanated people stay stronger. So in essence, I know some of you are like, oh! So in essence, allegedly, if you were told that veganism or vegetarianism saves the animals, you're helping the planet out, you're helping your body, you're feeling healthier. Yes, you're feeling healthier, but when it comes down to your spiritual journey, your essence of who you are, when that physical body is so dried up and it's just full of all nutrients the thing about it is, I'm not saying meat is a good thing to eat, but if there was one, this is why you guys have to question this. Why do they sell cheeseburgers at fast food joints? Why constantly, cheeseburgers are all over the dang place. And why do you think In-N-Out Burger is so contagious? It's not how my brakes are talking. It's not how they cook the food. It's just the way that it is cooked. It has the natural, it has the collagen. and collagen and antibodies and B12, every essential nutrient is found in the meat of, or the blood of, moo. I'm talking in code. This is why they worshipped the cow, the bull, back in Babylonian days. It's crazy because I really didn't get this message, or whatever you want to call it, until I did my performance on Saturday. So I had a belly dance show, and motorcycles. One more. But that one was quiet. Hey. So I had a show on Saturday, and I was kind of tripping out because it was called Straight Outta Babylon. I was like, oh no, where am I putting my energy to? And then they gave me the title Babylon Dude. So I got a crown, which was weird because I don't know. Sometimes I really don't know what these people are up to, what they're doing. I just kind of let them do the thing. I don't know. But it was kind of weird because in the second act, I was number 6, and the song that I danced to was 3 minutes and 33 seconds. So I was kind of like, ugh. Like, they're just always aligned that way. And then there was a full moon, wasn't it? 2 weeks ago? New moon, full moon, one of those. But they always have me performing on these weekends, full moons. And I always learn and know and understand why I take on and endure so much affliction. And it's a lot because of my energy. It's because of what I bring to the table. I'm a melanated human being, which means that brown skin, hello. But, I wish I could find you guys a reference on melanin. Melanin is the fluid that is in your pineal gland. And, your pineal gland and your eyeballs, they're all one, like, they're all connected. So each gland has 2 sub-glands. Like your pineal, you have your eyes. Your thymus, you have your lymph nodes in your throat. Your pancreas, you have your kidneys. Your reproductive area, we all know about that. So what I'm rambling about is that this fluid comes out of your pineal gland, and people who are melanated, they can produce a lot of it because they can withstand the heat of the sun. Their bodies could adjust to any temperature. This is why you see in the communities nowadays there's a lot of diabetes and hypertension, cholesterol issues, because there's too much dysfunction within the body and a lot of hyperfunction outside of the body. So when you put the two together, the body doesn't know what to do, and so it starts killing it. It starts dying off. So it's kind of funky. There was a time where I was getting hypertension. I was having high blood pressure issues because I used to go out to the club. I used to get drunk all the time and not consume water. And I wasn't drinking a lot of milk either at that time. And so they put me on this horrible hypertension medicine that would only make me loopy and dizzy. And so one day I'm like, I'm just gonna be vegetarian. It was just out of nowhere. Actually, I was watching the story of Daniel, and watching the story of Daniel from the book of Daniel, I was like, oh, to interpret dreams, to, as we say in these days, to channel messages, or to speak, the way that I do my thing. Oh, the sun's rising. Stop it, sun. To do what I'm doing, it took 3 years of basically starving my body off because stop it, motorcycles, I'm talking. Basically putting myself in this whole there's so much distraction going on. If you guys can see, there's like these, I don't know if you heard them, there's parrots like oh my god. Holy macaroni. I'm sorry, I was really distracted. There's like hundreds of them. I tell you what, after the human race is shish kebab, those parrots are still gonna be here. I lost my train of thought. No, these birds were going through the whole freeway traffic. It was crazy. But you guys get what I'm saying. I'm gonna wrap this up very shortly. Melanated people basically carry a lot of these responsibilities, and the fluid, the pineal gland, they call it sacred secretion, whatever you want to call it. The fluid travels down your spine. That's your kundalini energy. Just trying to like sum it all up for you guys. That way you don't have to do homework. The body is so important. It's not a matter of what you do to your body, because that's like the message that everybody says. I mean, come on, modern day. Everybody, some people, they drink, people smoke weed, people twerk. It's not about the physical body in essence. It's not about how you treat the outside of your body. It's really on how you nurture and evolve the inside. That is the most important thing I could ever say to anybody, is like the Bible says it clearly, even though it was translated so many times by evil people. But the most important thing in the Bible is that it says that, you know, the outer side's a garment. You change your garment all the time. You can always change your physical body. You can always change your behavior. You can change, you know, whatever those things are. They're all changeable. But the inside never changes, never alters really once you start going on that path of the guided light. What me and a couple other people are battling right now are monsters who hide themselves as beacons of light. And one guy, I'm gonna put you on blast, dude. He has an archangel on his thumbnail of his profile picture. And I'm like, dude, you say nothing of the matter of God. How dare you use the image of Savior, of guiding light, when he doesn't acknowledge God. And this dude, he likes to put Commander Ashtar before Jesus, even though there's a connection between the two. I know for a fact, this is kind of funky and weird, but I'm just gonna say allegedly. Allegedly, there are two images of Ashtar. One is the blue outfit, neck to, hey Ashtar, what yo? But there's a second image of, he has a little swoop in the middle of his forehead. I have Horus. And then you see him with a 7-pointed star in one open hand. And then you see a 6-pointed star on the on our right when we're looking at the image. That's the false image. People forget that if there's a Jesus, right? A Christ consciousness, there is an antichrist. And it doesn't mean antichrist is a human being or a person, because Christ is our remnant. It's what is the essence of it. It's the feeling, it's the knowing, it's everything in the body. that is helping us in this ascension process is Christ. Now, Antichrist would be everything that's going against us. So this whole Galactic Federation talk, it's going to confuse a lot of people because people think that there's some mothership out there that's going to come save us. Those people are using a lot of these groups on Facebook to send their energy up and to bring forth this. They're trying to communicate or get off the planet. What did the fallen angels' assignment was? You guys know my question. What was the assignment of the fallen angels? They were bonded and chained to the earth, and they've been trying to get out of here for a very long time, to the point where wherever the body could be, the consciousness can still transmit to a human being and use that human being for an assignment, allegedly. I'm a good storyteller. So putting this whole piece together, I keep warning people on Facebook, especially in my group, that some of us are part of. I keep saying you have to keep your eyes open on, like, I'm being accused of being a dark demon vampire, and these people are slandering my name, which is why I kind of had a little break off making my YouTube videos. I was just not in the right energy. But now I feel a little better. I'm a little less demoralized. But they made a horrible judgment on my character as a person. Said I had God complex, whatever. But then what I said in return, or what I said to instigate the whole situation, had nothing to do with them as people at all. It was really about their agenda. Excuse me. I never put judgment on people. I never really talk SHI about people. I really say if the agenda is immoral, if the agenda is demonizing, divisive, or harmful to someone's soul, of course I'm going to reveal and say something about it. So that's where I kind of found myself into a bad situation, because I had to do what I had to do. And then here we are again. They're gonna do this next thingy on Saturday, and I'm just really, I'm not even part of it, which is good this time. But I'm just gonna lock my door on Saturday and stay in, have a snack, watch Hulu. Because the last time that these people did this type of energy collective healing the earth, I was bombarded by a lot of bad energy. And another strange thing about what this group is doing, you guys don't have a clue what's going on Facebook, but because I know a lot of you follow me on YouTube or not on Facebook. They're trying to, gosh, just so much, and I'm talking too much. I think I want to make a second video. Let's make a second video. So stay tuned for that one. I'll label it like bringing Eden back to Earth. All right, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.